Today I wanted to share some tips on how to get long-lasting straight hair, and I also wanted to share some quick, easy ways of getting some volume to the hair instead of having it super straight and flat, lifeless. Turn it into something with volume and bounce, a little bit of wave. So we'll start with the tips. My first tip would be it doesn't matter if you have an expensive or inexpensive flat iron. The most important feature you want is temperature control. You want to be able to adjust the settings to meet your hair type and texture. Everyone is different, so you might need a hot setting or a cooler setting, and you'll just need to play around with the temperature and see what works best for you. Some tools I definitely like to use is clips. Again, you can try different kind of clips. You want to stay with crease-free clips so that you don't have that bumpy finish. And I personally like duckbill clips. So try different ones, see what you like. Here are some tools that I like to use: a comb, a hairbrush, a metal core round brush, and then a large round brush. So for this one is you need to make sure that your tool is properly heated. I know for myself, I'll turn on my flat iron and then start straightening and get frustrated because it's not straightening. So that doesn't really work. You need to have a little bit of patience and wait until your tool is at the setting that you have set it to. So be patient and your tool will work best if it's properly heated. Another easy tip is to, I have to really stop saying all the time, sorry about that, is to keep your tools well maintained, because dust, grime, grease, hair product will get onto your tools, making it harder for you to straighten or curl your hair. So just use a damp cloth and wipe down your tools every once in a while. Definitely brush the hair out before you start straightening. This gets rid of any knots or extra product in your hair. Makes it a lot easier for that flat iron to glide through the hair. I know for myself, the back section is the hardest and most resistant section for me. So I like to start with the back first. I'll take a section, divide it into two sections. So because it's harder to see the hair, I find this is the easiest way. Divide it into two, and then I start straightening one of those sections. I kind of pull it to the side, so at least I can see if that hair is getting straight or not. There we go, switch to the other side. This side was a little easier than the first side. Then I will bring those sections together and slowly glide the flat iron through those sections just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I don't have any wavy spots or anything like that. Then just double checking just to make sure you didn't miss anything. So in order to have even heat distribution, it's really good to do smaller sections of hair. So I like to stay around 1-inch sections. This will allow the heat to evenly be distributed within the hair, keeping the hair straighter for longer. You also want to slowly glide the flat iron down the hair. Now I'm going to show you how to use a comb to help straighten your hair. This is a really helpful tool. So you hold the comb in one hand, put the flat iron behind the comb. Whoops, the comb came out. And then slowly glide down the hair. And you'll see that really helped straighten the hair evenly. The comb helps to get rid of any knots and also holds the hair straight, so when the heat's on going into the hair shaft, then it's actually staying straight rather than curling. So again, hold the comb, brush the hair through, hold the comb in the hair, place the flat iron behind the comb, and then slowly glide down the hair. Just fix this part. So if you find your hair is just flat and lifeless, this next tip is great for adding a little extra volume and a little bend to the hair, a little bend at the ends. So I'm going to use a round metal core brush. And basically I'm going to flat iron and then brush through the hair. So I'll walk you through, sorry. So I hold the brush close to the roots so I get some really good volume. Then I flat iron and then I brush the hair, flat iron and brush the hair. And it adds a little bit of volume. Gives the hair a little bit of bounce. It's great for the top of the head. Show that one more time. And here's another tip using a large round brush. So you can do this as you're going, or you can use it after, just to add some volume to the top of the head. So we'll add some heat by using the flat iron. While the hair is still warm, we're going to take the brush, bring it all the way to the end of the hair, to the ends of the hair, and then roll that brush in towards the head. Wait just a few seconds so the hair can cool, and then take the brush out. And then it gives some volume and a little bend on the ends, so they're not sticking, like the hair is just not poker straight. This is one of my favorite ways to do my hair. You can do this again as you go, but I like to do it afterwards just because I don't want to have my hair in these rolls as I'm trying to straighten. So I go in and do this after. Use a flat iron, take 2 fingers, wrap the hair around the fingers, and then roll the hair towards the head. And then pin it with a duckbill clip. I'm going to take a bigger section this time. You do want volume rather than curl, so take bigger sections, maybe about 2-inch sections. Again, use the flat iron to give a little heat to the hair. And using 2 fingers, wrap the ends around the hair and then slowly wrap towards the head. And then pin with a clip. So I'm going to do this to my whole head. Excuse me. Now I'm going to spritz with a little bit of sea salt spray. You can also use hairspray. And then we're going to wait about 10 to 20 minutes, just letting the hair cool and set. And you'll see some great bouncy hair. Take out those rolls. At first these look like they're a curl, but once the hair settles, it turns out a little more straighter, but you still have that bouncy hair. So look, pretty bouncy. Then I like to run my fingers through the hair, just loosening up the hair, getting rid of any of those lines from the rolls. And it's just light, bouncy, it moves. There's lots of volume on the top of the head and the sides. Just gotta fix my bangs there. I just love how it moves and is so bouncy and full of volume. So there you go. I hope you found these tips helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my blog at beautyunder10.ca for more hair tutorials and beauty tips. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.